What I do is I evaluate a financial picture for a couple, and I help propose settlement options. And we look at the tax implications and the trade-offs and offsets from one asset or another to come up with a proposal that is saleable. Saleable means that both sides have to agree to it. So we have to look at the implications, the ramifications to not just one party, to both. If I'm a mediator, I do this as a neutral. If I'm a litigation support, or even if it's not litigation, but I'm supporting one party, I do this all in the way of facilitating settlement. That's my orientation, not relying on the court or trying to streamline the court process to minimize the court exposure. Everything about a divorce is financial. That's the core of finance. As a family law expert and as a divorce financial expert, I will tell you that divorce is far more about money than it is about the law. Just like a surgeon would never operate without an anesthesiologist, because finances are the core of a divorce, no one should go through this process without a divorce financial expert. How do I evaluate the financials? I gather financial data. I either get it from the parties directly, or if they're not willing to give those voluntarily, we have to have them subpoenaed. I tell people we're going to get the records one way or the other. They can either give it to us and save a lot of money, or they can make us go through hoops, and spend a lot of money to get them. And then once I get the financial data, I put them into our software system. I use the best software for divorce financial that exists on the market. We look at where the income is, what the assets are, what income assets could provide, what are the tax consequences of different assets, because a house has certain tax advantages that an IRA or 401k doesn't have. So when we're looking to come up with proposals, we look at the nature, not just the monetary value, but also the nature of those assets. And then we negotiate, but we're negotiating from a position of knowledge rather than just throwing numbers out of the air. I see lawyers all the time that just make proposals with just blowing numbers out of the air without the rationale. And if I have to convince the other side or a mediator or a judge why this is fair and equitable, I have to show how it looks from both sides of the ledger after taxes and expenses and whatnot, and not just how it affects one side. So it's all about settlement facilitation and using the numbers augment and justify proposal or counter proposal.